Why do you need content distribution at all? Your audience and income will grow with entering other platforms. One of the most attractive distribution destinations are Chinese platforms. Because YouTube is prohibited in China, so there is different Chinese platforms with their own influencers that develop separately from the rest of the world. Hello everyone! Welcome to the Air Influencer Meetup for YouTube creators. Today we will talk about content distribution to Chinese platforms, including the reasons to do this, the benefits, an extensive overview of the market, and a checklist for breaking into Chinese platforms. For newcomers, we're Air Creators Ecosystem, a global YouTube partner that currently cooperates with 3,000 creators. We already have experience in distributing YouTube content to Chinese platforms. While setting up content for some of our partners, we explored this market properly, and not surprisingly, faced some issues. But we learned a lot and feel like we now have a good handle on things. So, today we will share this knowledge with you to make your own path much simpler. Why do you need content distribution at all? There are plenty of reasons. Your audience and income will grow with entering other platforms. With a new audience, you're opening new markets and increasing your chances of getting profitable advertising contracts. If for any reasons your channel is terminated on YouTube, or the whole platform gets blocked, you'll be able to continue functioning on the other already established and developed platforms. And all of that for minimum cost, because the distribution process is fully automated and content can simply be duplicated on different platforms. In a word, distribution means reusing existing content and promoting it by going beyond YouTube's typical instruments. Everyone who takes advantage of this wins more than those who don't. One of the most attractive distribution destinations are Chinese platforms. Because YouTube is prohibited in China, so there is different Chinese platforms with their own influencers that develop separately from the rest of the world. Lack of local content. Huge market with a hungry audience. All of these factors create an environment with little to no competition in different niches and themes. Moreover, brand deals on local market, exclusive contracts and bonuses. Interested? Then let's go deeper. So, what about Chinese media market? A few words about local platforms and restrictions on Google products there. YouTube has been blocked in China since 2009. And was among the first social media websites to get blocked by the Great Firewall of China. YouTube, owned by Google, gives us access to video created by users from around the world. This presents a threat to the Chinese government, which tends to block any content that may be critical of the communist regime or which may support ideas that promote democracy in China. Blocking websites like YouTube has some benefits for China. The country has its own versions of YouTube that are very popular. The most popular video platforms in China are Douyin, well known as TikTok, with more than 1 billion users worldwide. This platform doesn't need to be introduced. The next is Bilibili, which has over 2.5 million users per month. Bilibili has content in English, Chinese, Japanese, Korean languages, and voiceless videos. The most popular content categories are food and cooking, music, sports, entertainment, craft, handmade, and hobbies. Besides, CPM on Bilibili stands at 1 to 5 cents. Ziga Video has over 130 million users per month. Ziga hosts the same content languages as Bilibili: English, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and voiceless videos. Among the content categories, the most popular are kids, entertainment, crafts and handmade, hobbies, and music. CPM on Ziga Video stands at 1 to 5 cents. Douyin has an audience of over 163 million users per month. CPM stands at 1 to 5 cents. Leading content categories are food and cooking, gaming, music, sports and entertainment, crafts and handmaids, and hobbies. A few other available platforms includes Youku, Weibo, Tencent Video, Ichi, Haokan Baidu, and more. In comparison, there are almost 2 billion monthly viewers on YouTube. This is the highest amount among all platforms, but includes views from all over the world, excluding China. For example, Baidu generates almost the third of YouTube views from Chinese viewers only. So it's definitely an advantage to enter these platforms, right? At Air Creators Ecosystem, we try to distribute first on Bilibili and Xiga. These platforms have the highest traffic with the best opportunities to promote content. These platforms are quite different in their approach to content selection. Bilibili hosts minimum kids content, so outreach for this category is sufficiently low. So there is no sense in distributing made-for-kids content there. On the other hand, Xiga excels in the kids segment, but other content categories perform worse and are second to Bilibili in views. Bilibili shows excellent results in the entertainment segment for an older audience, over 14 years old. Such categories as entertainment channels, DIY, food, sports, lifestyle blogs, beauty blogs, and music. Regarding exclusive contracts, Bilibili regularly makes offers to their creators. And Douyu works with authors only contractually. What about revenue generation in Chinese video platforms? Creators can monetize content on Chinese platforms in various ways. There are 4 components of income: CPM-based views, bonus system, exclusive contracts with platforms, brand deals. Let's dive deeper into each of them. The main revenue on the most platforms comes from commercial views. Average CPM per platform is 5 cents. Sometimes CPM can grow if the platform promotes a specific category. In such cases, CPM can reach $4 or $5 per 1,000 ad views. The CPM model is available on the following platforms: Bilibili, Xiga Video, and Douyu. An equally important element of revenue from Chinese platforms are bonuses. Most platforms give bonuses immediately after connection. The size of the bonus depends on how interested the platform is in placing your particular content. Not every channel receives welcome bonuses, but if the channel improves later, you can receive quarterly future bonuses. Bonuses are available on Bilibili and Xiga. Platforms can offer exclusive contracts if your channel is popular enough. The terms of the contracts vary from exclusive placement only on a specific platform to agreement to publish more videos. These contracts are most often for 1 year or more. What can they offer you as a reward? A lump sum payment, a certain amount paid to you after fulfilling the terms of contract, or bonus system. You receive a bonus based on the performance of the new videos. Special attention should be paid to brands offering advertising integrations. They often come a few months after channel placement on platforms. Integration fees are based on the channel's popularity, the complexity of task, and the time required. In the Air Creators Ecosystem, we try to agree on the best conditions for our creators and make communication between the brand and the creator easy and clear. Our partner, DIY Hamster Maze, was placed on the platform in January 2021. Within 6 months, the first brand approached him with an integration offer. It was Happy Valley, Beijing amusement park. They made a proposal to Bilibili, and then the platform came to us with this offer. We facilitated communication, agreed on a fee, and released the project for a month. Which channels are most recommended for content distribution on Chinese platforms? When determining appropriate content to distribute on Chinese platforms, we must consider the language and content restrictions. The most popular content is a video without voiceover or with a minimum amount of text. Videos with a lot of conversations are less popular among viewers in China. The length of videos is also critical. Videos longer than 10 minutes are not popular on any Chinese platform. This does not depend on category or language. All content must be published in Chinese, description, title, and subtitles. We provide translation of subtitles, titles, and descriptions. At the moment, we translate videos into Chinese only from English. At the same time, if your channel is in another language, you can independently add subtitles in English, and then we will be able to publish your content. The Chinese market has its own local features that differ from global trends on YouTube. The most popular themes today are talent, DIY, pets, technology, music, dance, food and cooking, knowledge, photography, and hobbies, such as fishing and hunting. However, there are several prohibited topics on Chinese platforms, such as religion, politics, history, violence, erotism, big eating, as popular mukbang, SMR, horror, and content requiring cultural backgrounds. As on YouTube, it's not that simple. Rules and restrictions also exist there. What are the challenges of getting on Chinese platforms on your own? There are three main issues you would face trying to get on Chinese platforms. No direct connection with support for creators abroad. It is difficult to directly address the platforms, and support service do not work very well. Legal issues, an abundance of paperwork and bureaucracy. To enter this market, you need to sign a very large number of documents, get a Chinese telephone number, and open a Chinese bank account to collect revenue, etc. The user interface is only in Chinese. Most platforms don't have English localization, and content require proper optimization and translation into Chinese. Obviously, solving those problems is not impossible, but does bring a lot of challenges and inconveniences. But if you'd like to avoid them, here are some great stories of how we helped creators succeed on Chinese platforms fast and with no stress. The queue was hosted on the Bilibili and Ziga video platforms. Within 5 months, Bilibili offered this channel an exclusive contract, and the views and income on the channel grew rapidly, with almost 2.5 million views in the 5th month. The channel is now presented exclusively on this platform, and the creator receives regular bonuses. Georgi Kavkaz was hosted on the most popular Chinese platform Bilibili. Thanks to proper optimization, translation, and regular publications, the content quickly became viral, gaining 4,300,000 views in the 7th month after posting. And the platform offered the author an exclusive contract and bonuses. What should you do to be placed on Chinese platforms? If you choose us to help you with this, there are 3 stages for breaking into Chinese platforms. The first is a simple agreement with Air Creators Ecosystem. Just accept a web offer. Register at MyAir.io website. Add your channel under Channels section and accept a web offer on Chinese platforms in the Video Distribution section. After you accepted a web offer, we contact you and then begin the verification process. You will need to provide us with the following information. First, you have to fill out the form in which you send us your passport photo, a photo of you with passport, and a screenshot of channel YouTube Studio. After that, we generate syndication authorization and Bilibili confirmation letters and upload it to the DocuSign system. Then, we send a link to your email to sign the syndication authorization letter and Bilibili confirmation letter in electronic form. You sign them with 2 clicks in the DocuSign system. After that, your channel will be sent to Chinese platforms for approval. The last stage is the moderation process. We register an account on each platform and send your content to moderation. That will take from 1 to 2 weeks. Unfortunately, not every channel can be approved due to the political situation in China, as well as numerous restrictions on content types on the platforms. Moderators study each channel carefully, and the final decision on content placement rests on them. To register on Chinese platforms, you must log in using documents, such as passport. This is not even a platform requirement, but Chinese law. Also, the platforms request confirmation from you that we will publish your content and transfer the monetization proceeds to you. This is confirmed with a screenshot of the YouTube Studio and the signed syndication authorization. If the channel is going to be uploaded on Bilibili, it is necessary to also sign a Bilibili confirmation letter with the same information, that you gives permission to receive funds from Air Creators Ecosystem. Regarding to the security of your documents, we have access to them only for a while. After receiving them, we transmit this directly to the responsible persons within the Chinese platforms, who then make the authorization on the platforms. As you see, we take on all of the procedures. All you have to do is give us the information in the necessary time. How can we help you with the promotion? We already have a proven strategy for the placement and promotion of channels on Chinese platforms. First, we select the right platforms and work for channel growth there. We translate your channel from English to Chinese. We optimize your videos and cut them if needed. We upload videos on the platform regularly with the best frequency. In short, We minimize your efforts and do everything you probably don't have time to do while you create content for YouTube. And we are committed to doing this properly. We are delighted about 4 of our partners that have already gained silver play buttons on Bilibili. So we're ready to help you succeed too. Regarding promotion on Chinese platforms, there are some tools and tricks to gain popularity. Some of them are common to YouTube tactics, but there are also new, unusual things you'll learn about. For example, shoutouts.
Ni hao! Hi Billy.
I'm Lane.
And I'm Tony, and we are Patty Cake Productions.
And we are so happy to be here. Many of you have seen our original series, The Villain's Lair.
Well, we are the songwriters, the directors, and the creators of everything you see in all of our videos.
A shoutout video is a major way to promote in the beginning. It's a short welcome video with the creator saying hello and then talking about the channel and him or herself. These videos are placed at the beginning of each video in the first 1-2 months. The next important thing to promote yourself on Chinese platforms are frequent and regular publications. Channels that release videos at least once a week are much more successful than channels with few videos. You can't grow on a platform if you don't pay sufficient attention to it. Following trends is the third necessity for growth. Don't forget about the difference between YouTube's global and Chinese trends. We track trends on the platform and can recommend topics worth shooting to boost conversion on Chinese platforms. You can publish such videos on the main YouTube channel or send them to us separately, and we will release them exclusively for China. What are the advantages of cooperation with the Air Creators ecosystem to distribute content to Chinese platforms? One of the main benefits is monetization from the first day of placement. Your channel starts making money right away. We also help our partners with any issues that may arise in the distribution process. Plus, the distribution process is fully automated and does not require the creator to participate. We help to block duplicate channels or separate videos that have been uploaded onto platforms without your permission. Also, for your convenience, information from all platforms is assembled in one account in the Air Creators ecosystem. Funds go into one account, and you can accurately track your income and easily withdraw it with our financial instruments. Let me share some of our achievements on Chinese platforms. Last year, we placed the BottomTube Toys Review channel on Toutiao. After 6 months, the channel had already generated over 4 million views per month. Other partners we placed on Bilibili have already generated almost 3 million views per month a half year later. We help our partners realize a wide range of commercial offers from platforms and brands. Plus, we provide our partners with training, webinars and meetups about tools to increase income on new platforms and tips on working with them. You have now almost finished watching one of these type of videos. I hope this was useful and informative for you. Let's start expanding your content to new markets together. Contact us at distribution@air.io with your questions or to get an extensive consultation. Can't wait to meet you again on the other meetups and new platforms. Yi Ji San Lian.